Hey family, it's Patricia. As you can see by the title of this video, I'm gonna try and make it as hee ha ha as I can because guys do come on for the entertainment value, but this is gonna be a little bit of a rant type of video. This is gonna be I just spilled my water. Thank God the cap was still on it. This is gonna be a little angry, a little harsh, a little what's the word? I can't even think. It's been a work day. It was a bad day. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Today was a really bad day. Everybody's fine, family's fine, I'm fine. Nothing health related, nothing job related. You know, sometimes you just have a bad day. It was one of those days. So I'm like, you know what? I need to get out of this funk. And what a better way to do it than to come on and talk with y'all. So here I am trying to get myself out of the funk. Instead of alcoholic beverage, we got some water here. So here we are. So I promised you guys and the words are escaping me as they're trying to come out of my mouth. I promised you guys of more of the get to know your SCENTSY consultant videos. So this one is going to be about the things that annoy me. So Lego. So the first one, since it is top of mind, it's been top of mind for a while now, but it's just top of mind. I'll just put it that way. Social media. There are days that I do not want to be a social influencer or whatever you want to call it, ambassador, social influencer, schlepper of products, however you want to put it. There are some days I just do not want to be that person. And this is a really horrible thing to say. It goes against everything. I know there are people's minds probably exploding as the words are coming out of my mouth. But social media has become almost like a second job. And the thing is, I got a full-time job and a family, a child, a husband, a full-time job. And now social media is turning into another job. And it's just because the goalpost, it just keeps on moving. It's like as soon as you think that you got it figured out, here comes another flaming hoop to jump through. This really could be a whole nother video. So I'm just trying to skim the surface on it because this really could be the whole video, the whole entire video today. So if you want to hear more on that topic, comment below. We'll just do a whole thing just on the evils and the craziness of social media. But social media is really driving me to the point where I'm just kind of like, do I jump off the cliff and crash to my death on the jagged rocks below or no? Traffic. I've told you guys more than once, your girl lives in Atlanta. It literally takes 30 minutes, and that's like bare minimum to get anywhere within Atlanta, no matter where you live at. If you're getting in the car to go somewhere other than like the store down the street or something, it's going to take you 30 minutes to get there. That is a given. When I first moved to Georgia in 2006, I was lucky enough to get a job working 15 minutes away from my house. People were just like, looking like heads were exploding and people were like, what? And I didn't realize what a big deal it was, the reason why people were having the reactions that they were having. And it was so close, I was able to come home for lunch if I really wanted to. It was that close. But as things change, I mean, the career's been the same, just a different place. The commute has gotten longer and longer and longer. So it literally went from 15 minutes to 30 minutes to now, in the mornings, it takes me about, on paper, it's an hour, but on a really good day, it could be around 50 minutes. And that is like good day yeah, no accidents, all that. About 50 minutes. I give myself an hour because I have to be at work when I go in the office at 7:30. I leave my house. I try to between 6:15 and 6:20-ish. Now, if I have to get gas, that's a few more minutes, but I'm usually getting to work, like pulling into the parking garage around 7:15-ish. So, yeah. I give myself an hour and like 15 minutes just as some padding because I'd rather be there early and sit in the parking lot and scroll on the phone or whatever than to be late. Y'all know how it is. And yes, I am a transplant, as they call it. I was not born and raised here. I am not a Georgia peach. And people talk about the transplants. Yet again, that's a whole nother separate video about the transplant conversation. For y'all that know, you know. But people keep coming and coming and coming to Atlanta and to Georgia, especially Atlanta, and it's like we're just bursting at the seams, and that just creates more and more and more traffic, and your girl's tired. And please don't try and run up behind me. I hate it when I look up and I can't even see the headlights of the car behind me because they are so close up on top of me. I promise you, if you do that, I will start going the exact speed limit, if not a couple of miles below the speed limit. Because guess what? If you hit me, you're automatically in the wrong, and I could use a new color car. So you want to go ahead and hit me, have at it. My motto is always, you know what? There's about 4 or 5 other lanes to choose from. If you don't want to be in the lane behind me, guess what? Pick one of them other lanes, get in it, and stay there. Like I said, that could be a whole separate video, but yeah. What else? Because I have no notes. I'm just on here chatting it up with y'all today. There were a couple of things that I thought of earlier, and those were what I said. Oh, what else? Politics. Yes, that's a taboo conversation. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Everybody is getting on my nerves. The donkeys as well as the elephants. Everyone is getting on my nerves, and it's just gotten to the place where the closer to the election that it gets, it just gets so much worse. The last election cycle, the commercials, the political commercials, they were just back to back to back to back to back. It's like as soon as the show went to commercial break, it was just like bad commercial, negative commercial. They're all so negative. Nobody is saying what they're going to do. They're all just throwing mud at the next person. You throwing mud at so-and-so is not going to help me put food on the table or help the price of gas go down, help the price of eggs go down. They're finally trying to come down, but they still are nowhere near where they used to be. None of that is going to help me. What is going to help these Atlanta roads that are like crumbling because we have 4 million people driving on them every day? Tell me what you are going to do instead of telling me what so-and-so did 7 years ago. I'm just saying. It got to the point where I have never watched so much cable in my life. We couldn't even watch our regular TV shows. You know, at that time I still had cable, like all the things of cable. So we had the whole cable package with all the bells and whistles of all those um mid-level channels, I guess is what you'd call it, like your owns and the things that aren't in basic but they're right below premium, all those kind of channels. So we just started watching all that. We still, like I said, had cable, so we were able to DVR everything. So everything was DVR'd, and then we just like skip through all the commercials and then watch what we're gonna watch. That's what we had to do to keep our sanity, and I know we're going to end up doing that again because I don't see the climate changing, and I just see more negative things coming. So I will be catching up on all things streaming. And while we're talking about streaming, so I ended up changing my cable because once again, we're back on cable. The cable bill just kept going up. The cable bill was high as it was because I had to have 2 premium channels. I had to have HBO because I'm a Game of Thrones girl. I wasn't into Game of Thrones at first when it first came on because I watched like it was either the first episode, second episode, but it was a lot of sex to the point where I was like, oh, and I'm not even like a prude, and I was like clutching my pearls like, what the hell are we looking at? It was naked bodies and just everything going on. I was just like, I don't know what this is, but I can't. So I caught up on Game of Thrones during the pandemic. One of my girlfriends is a classic Game of Thrones person. She was like, girl, you are missing out. It gets past the sex and then it gets into the whole meat of the story. So she was like, you gotta watch. So she was right. So I watched it, binge watched everything. So we are now through all of Game of Thrones. Late, but at least I know what's going on. And I wanted to do that because House of Dragon was coming on. So I was like, okay, I want to at least have some kind of some reference to go from to be able to know what's going on. So I was all caught up on Game of Thrones. And then House of Dragon came on, fell in love with that. So I was like, yes. So for Stars, that's the other channel that I have. I watch like all of the, is it the Powers? The whole Power universe, I'm into that. And it was something else that was on Star. BMF, any BMF fans out there, I watched that. So those were the things that I was watching. But getting back to the cable. So the cable just kept going up and up and up. No apparent reason why. You call, you complain, they're like, well, whatever. So finally we were just like, because my girlfriend, the same one that's the Game of Thrones queen, she has binged cable and she like streams everything. So I know a few people that are, into the whole streaming service thing. So they were like, you really can get everything you want. You just need to figure out how to do it. So I already had Hulu because I also caught up on, why am I drawing a blank? The women with the red outfits on and white hats. You guys know what I'm talking about. The dystopian show, Handmaid's Tale. I had to actually see it to say it. Caught up on Handmaid's Tale. That was another one where your girl was just like, why did I wait so long? So once I got Hulu, that was the first thing I started watching. So caught up on The Handmaid's Tale. So then I found out that you could do a bundle on Hulu where you can get some premiums added on to your Hulu package. So your girl got her thoughts together. We finally decided we ditched the cable. Well, we ditched all of our DVR boxes, I'll say that. It's been about a month and a half now, or 2 months, because I think I got the second bit, just got the second bill. But our cable is down to like $100 and some. It went from 300 and something to $100 and some. And then I added HBO and Stars to my Hulu. So that bumped the Hulu up a little bit, but still, oh my God, the savings. And part of that was because we had 5 cable boxes. I know you guys are like, what? We had a cable box in like every room. So family room, living room, 3 bedrooms. Everybody had a cable box. You get a cable box. You get a cable box. So taking those off dramatically brought the bill down. And like I said, once we started slicing and slicing and slicing, we got that joker down to a good, manageable thing. Now, I will say it was a huge adjustment with the streaming thing. I was so used to DVRing everything. So then I had to figure out, God, if I can't watch something now, how am I going to catch it? So now I've kind of, because we have a Roku TV as well, like the smart TVs. So I've been able to find that you can go, to Hulu and stream the next day, and different places where you can find different programs where you can still, if you didn't catch it when it first came on, you can find out how to catch it later on, if not still on that channel that it was on another channel. So I'm a happy camper. This is going to sound real random, but it is a real issue that I encounter a lot, and it just really annoys me to no end. Let me know if you guys feel the same way. People not speaking when they enter a room. I was always taught that you speak when you enter a room, because that is your job, because you are the stranger or the person entering the room. You speak to the people that are already in the room. That was the home training that I was given. I don't know what has happened with people where they just walk into a room and just walk past you like they don't see you, or they're so busy doing something, they're just walking ahead and pretending that they don't see anybody, or they'll speak to some people, won't speak to other people. What? It don't cost nothing to say good morning. My thing is, if you don't even want to put the good in front of it and just say morning, I'm cool with that. Or just hello. Or just something. But don't walk in the room, walk past me, a whole bunch of other people, and act like you don't see everybody. We see you. And it's just rude. People or companies acting like they want brand ambassadors, but then when you contact them, then it's a different story. They basically just want you to buy something. My thing is, if you want me to represent your company, then shouldn't you be giving me the product? And this is the other thing, don't ask me to pay for shipping. Because 9 times out of 10, if they are giving you something for free and you have to pay for shipping, that shipping is probably going to be an arm and a leg. I'm just saying, don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. I cannot stand that. Someone will just reach out to me and be like, hey, we like your profile, we like your vibe, we like everything you're doing, X, Y, and Z. Our main page at so-and-so, contact them, and because they're looking for ambassadors, yada, yada, yada. The first thing I do now, because I have gotten this so much, I'll just be like, hey, so-and-so, contact me, you're looking for ambassadors. Boom. Done. No details, no lovey-dovey, none of that. Because I would say 9 times out of 10, it's going to be some funky automated page where as soon as you send them a message, you get this automated message that just shoots back like that. I mean, like within a minute. As soon as I get that, I already know it's going to be some garbage. So you don't even have anybody manning the page. You have these automatic responses. And then, if you give them like a people response, not like click here for yes or no, I'm not interested, then it'll just start saying the same thing over again. Please use one of the options below. Yes, interested. No, not interested. And I'm just like, I need to speak to a human. Please click yes, interested. No, not interested. So I'm warning y'all, don't fall for the okie doke. I'm not saying never respond to anybody that DMs you and is like, hey, so-and-so is looking for ambassadors. But if you are not planning to go in your pocket, that's the next thing. Please do not tell me, oh, the requirement is you need to buy something. No, it's not. Because I shouldn't have to buy something to be an ambassador. Now, if it's something I was already buying anyway, like nail polish or just whatever I'm already into, and I'm already buying those things, then yeah, maybe I'll be like, okay, well, I'll get it. But if it's just somebody random rolling up on me for jewelry or whatever, it's like, no, I'm not going to buy something as a requirement to be an ambassador. Because if you want me to represent you that bad, then you will either just be like, hey, we'd like to send you a product in exchange for X, Y, and Z or whatever. But don't make me buy something as a requirement to represent you. Like, where they do that at? People getting mad when they find out you have got something for free 99. That's FREE dot 99. And you're promoting it. Why are you stepping on my blessing? So this is a common thing where people get mad when influencers or whatever you want to call them receive free product and they're looking like, why did you get that? Why didn't I get that? My thing is, you don't know how hard that I have worked to be able to get something for free. You don't know what kind of relationship I have with that company, with that owner. You don't know how long I've been working in that space, whatever it is, whether it's perfume, clothing, hair, whatever it is. You have no idea the groundwork that I have laid to get to the point of receiving something for free, because I am a micro influencer. I don't have, 100,000 followers or 10,000 followers. So whenever I am able to get something for free, I will let you guys know, yes, I receive this in PR. Yes, I receive this for free, but it is not going to alter the opinion that I give you. Now, I will say that most of the time, if I'm getting something for free 99, especially if it's some perfume, it is through a relationship that I have already had for I don't know how long with this company to make them actually be like, you know what, we want her to represent us. So am I going to give a negative review? Probably not, because I do have a relationship with this company and I've made purchases with the company. I like the company, therefore I am representing the company that I already like and I already have product from. So does that mean that everything that I get from these companies, I'm going to be like, yes, it's the best thing ever? Or am I just going to turn around and be like, that's some hot trash? I'm just saying, I'm probably not, I'm not that person that's going to come out and like bash anybody and say that's some trash. I'd rather just not even do a review on it if it's trash than to come out and be like, that sucks and I hate them, or you know what I'm saying? I'm just that girl. I'm just not gonna like trash people like that, because why? You know what I mean? There are plenty of things that I don't even do a review on because I'm like, I just feel like it's bad karma for me to just be like, you suck, that's ugly, that stinks, who would be caught dead in that? Like, why am I going to do that? This is just me. So I think that's it, guys. I think I have taken up enough of your time. I have talked my mouth dry, and I really do feel like I want an adult beverage right now. Like, it's at the time I'm doing this video, it is 11:20 at night, and it's Friday night. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have an adult beverage and edit this video and chill out. So that's kind of the ranting version of get to know your SCENTSY consultant, because your SCENTSY consultant is a real person. It's not always flowers and rainbows and unicorns and sparkles and pink and who is that? That's not a real person. I will put a little funny picture at the end now that I'm thinking of sparkles and pink and Barbie and everything. I'll throw that at the end of the video as kind of the outro. But that's not a real person. If you're just always this person that's always on and peppy and yay and camera ready, give me all the camera all the time because it's me, you are a phony. Nobody's on like that all the time, and your girl is not about to pretend that she is. So this is the real me. You get funny haha, and then you get the things that annoy me. So that's just a fraction of the little things that annoy me. So comment below if you want more of these real, true, get to know your Scentsy consultant, because we have different sides and I like to show you all the sides. And that's it. So I will be doing an empties. I know it has been forever since I've done an empties. My box is getting full though, and I think I need to do it this weekend, because even though the box isn't full, I've been using a lot of testers. So the testers aren't taking up as much space as clamshells, but there's probably quite a few testers in there that I need to go through. So I need to just go ahead and empty the box. So at some point this weekend, I will probably do the empties video and let you guys see that. So I do think that's about it. We are halfway through the month. You can still join Scentsy, and you can get a shooting star kit if you sell the required amount of products. So if you need to know more information about that, comment below. And if you just want to join Scentsy to join and not worry about the sales requirement right away, you can always just get the regular kit, and you can always ask your girl how to do that. So thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.